Yo, family, what's up? I am Keelante Gavin, and I am just elated. I am literally burning fumes of fire because of the excitement of coming to Stockton, California. I need you to tell everybody you know, make sure you meet us February the 25th at the Civic Auditorium. Get your tickets, okay? We want to see you in the place. I promise you, you will not regret it. Bring a friend, tag a buddy, bring a family member, and I promise you, it's just going to be an extraordinary experience and encounter in the presence of God. Oh, I'm bringing that fire, so I hope y'all ready. It's about to be crazy. See you soon, Stockton.
Sometimes the pain in my life, oh God, it makes you seem so far away. So I'ma give them all I have, invincible. After the tears are gone, I don't have to fear no more.
What is going on, y'all? It is your man, Dito. I'm live right here in a G14 classified location today, but it is all to the good. You are tuned into Shop Talk where literally no person and no subject is off limits, and I am excited about today, even though I'm not screaming and hollering like I normally would, but I'm looking over at my people who are with me here today. Anyway, listen, today is going to be a great show, and I'm excited about it. Do me a favor, get on the phone, call, text, tweet, Facebook, MySpace, Instagram, Social Cam, Periscope, Marco Polo, tell your mama and them Ray Ray, Shay Shay, Day Day, Delicious Nim, Nuck Nuck Nim, Pojo Nim. Let them all know that we are live right here, right now on the Freedom Radio family of networks that is on freedomradio.com. We're on Facebook. We are on YouTube and we are on LinkedIn. Today is going to be a great show, and I am excited about what is going to happen today. We've got a lot of stuff to talk about. And yes, people, I mentioned MySpace. Yes, I did mention that, as well as so many other things. Today's going to be an exciting show. Got a lot of things to talk about, as well as a lot of things to bring to your attention. Shout out to all the great artists that will be joining me in Stockton this coming Saturday. I will be hosting that event from the videos that you all saw, and I'm excited about it. It's going to be great. The tickets are still available if you want to be in attendance in Stockton this coming Saturday. I believe it starts at, I don't know what time it starts, but I'll be there. But make sure you get your tickets, and let's make it a great, great time. Let's show these great artists, as well as Stockton, just how great of a time we can show them with gospel music. All right, y'all, let's get ready to get going. We've got some early morning shout outs that I want to give. Some people who are already hanging out with us. Shout out to Cambria Mayfield, who is hanging out with us on YouTube today. Shout out to Shadi Drakeford, who was hanging out and mentioning that, yes, I did mention MySpace. It's all good. Shout out to Ashling Cole, that we'll get a chance to see in just a few moments. Shout out to Tracy J. Wilson as well as so many others. So keep chiming in on the chat. We'll shout you out as you chime in, and we'll make things happen. All right, y'all. My name is Demetrius Tollfree. It literally says so right there. You can follow me and all those type of great things on everything. I am at D Tollfree. All right, let's get ready to bring up our first co-host. Yes, we've got some co-hosts today, and we've got some great things to talk about. Let's bring up the homie. Today is a great day to have her with us, and I'm sure she'll tell you why. She is the world traveled, always funny, makes me laugh all the time, and today is a special day with her name on it. Let's bring up the homie, Ashling Tara Cole. Ashling, girl, what is going on?
Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Hey, happy birthday to me. Happy birthday. everybody. It's my birthday today, February 21st. I can't believe we're actually doing Shop Talk on my birthday. I love this because I get to celebrate everybody. Let me tell you, I celebrate everybody. And now I get to be celebrated. So I'm excited. I'm excited today.
That's good stuff. I am glad to have you hanging out with us, and I see that you are excited that it is your birthday, and you should be. You know, 23, 24, that 25.
Times two, not 25 times two, but 24 times two plus one.
Okay, I got it. Those of you who know how to do the math, you can figure it out from there. All right, we've got people chiming in. Latoya Lewis is hanging out with us. We already mentioned Tracy J. Wilson. We've also got my homie Celeste Ford in the building as well, and so many more. Today is going to be a good day. Jacory also wishing you a happy birthday. We'll get a chance to see him in just a second. As a matter of fact, why don't we do it right now? Why don't we go up the street and around the corner from where you are and bring on your guy, my guy as well. Always makes me laugh. This boy, man, I forgot to bring, I got arm candy, but I just don't have it on. But anyway, I'll get it on before the day is over. Let's bring up my guy and yours, Jacory Prothrow. Jacory, man, what is
It's your
going
birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. You know I can't dance, so it ain't gonna work. I won't do the dance, but it's your birthday. Oh, your birthday's this Tuesday. Mine's next Tuesday. We need to have a
I
freedom party.
know. This is a great thing about Jacory and I. We are he and I are connected in so very many ways. Like connected in oh my goodness, just so many ways. So yes, his birthday is, golly, is it next week? Or is
You
it
know,
2 weeks? Your birthday is in next week?
February is a short month.
Your birthday's on what day?
Tuesday, right? Thursday, Tuesday, something. I don't know. It's coming.
Oh, Jesus.
It's coming to
Oh
town.
my God, that's so funny. Well, Jacory was supposed to be right here next to me, but he let me give you your flowers. I know it's my birthday, but I'm gonna give you your flowers because I'm so proud of you that you've been getting up every morning and taking your 3-mile walk. And today was no exception. And I love what you said when we talked this morning. I love what you said. You said, if I don't go now, I won't do it later. And what that is self-awareness.
Come on, Jesus.
Look, the Bible says, know thyself. And it also says, be ye prepared. And so I know that you know that God is getting ready to elevate you to the next level. And if you are not physically able to receive God's blessings, I don't care how spiritually elevated you are. If you're only spiritually elevated and not physically elevated,
Come on.
it's a disconnect. It's a disconnect. So I'm just very proud of you. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you. I
Yes.
appreciate that because I realize that if I'm not loyal to myself, I can't be loyal to anyone else. So
That'll be a word.
That's a
word.
I'm trying to get glory, get this up, get this down.
Come on.
My turnaround.
Exactly. That's it. That's it. Absolutely.
Most definitely. Listen, this is a great day. I'm super excited. I'm still trying to. Oh no, everybody's up now. I can talk how I want to talk.
Oh,
so listen,
I was about to say,
today's
is
going
this
to
a
be
quiet storm?
Man, listen, they already gave me instructions 2 days ago. Like you got to be quiet on that day. Be quiet. Like, well, I'm happy. I'm that guy. But anyway, listen.
That's detailerization. Come on.
Exactly. Who else could I be? I want to get ready to keep things going. And while we're, first of all, again, happy birthday, Ashling. We're gonna we'll dive into that a little bit as we go through the show, and more people are chiming in, and we can see the happy birthday behind you. It is all to the good. And wait, Jacory, are you using your Shop Talk cup finally?
How you doing? I'm eating applesauce.
That's the first time I've seen you use your Shop Talk cup. That's good stuff. Obviously, I didn't bring mine with me, but
yeah, this is hello. This is my favorite mug. If you hold your mug up, Jacory, hold your mug up. Do you see how big this is?
Mhm.
And I want a big Shop Talk mug, like big. Like I think this is like it's like 32 ounces or something crazy.
Jesus.
When I have my tea, I like to have a full tea. I like to have a full tea experience.
okay. Well, I will keep that in mind. We're getting ready to. I think we're getting ready to change companies. So we've been having some issues lately with the company that we use for printing, but I'll keep that in mind as we start moving toward a new company. So now,
Awesome.
with all that said, today is a great day, and of course, we're going to talk about what today's national day is. Very interesting what today's national day is. Now, it is February 21st. And we do have some national days. Not only is it Ashton's birthday, but it
Mhm.
is today is National Pancake Day.
Oh, Jacory, we going to get pancakes after this, Jacory. Jacory,
I just walked off a full stack, so
perfect. We going to get pancakes. In fact, Jacory, I will come get you. That's so good to me. I'll come get you. You ain't because look, I'll be down here waiting about 3-4 hours for Jacory because he'll get distracted. Ah!
I'm
Wow.
ready.
Wow, we
Yeah,
haven't done that in a long time. Oh my God. Okay, pray, please continue. What else is it today? What
yeah.
else can
Today
we
today
add to
is
our list
National
of to do?
Pancake Day. It is also National Sticky Bun Day.
Oh,
Sticky Bun Day.
Mm.
I'm not a big sticky bun eater. I remember them as a kid, but today is National Sticky Bun Day, and then it
Well,
is also
what's the name?
National.
what
Huh?
is a sticky bun?
What's the name of that? What's the name of that sticky bun place that everybody goes to with the blue and white logo? It's at the airport. The
Sticky Bun Day?
cinnamon swirls. The cinnamon swirls.
Cinnamon bun? Cinnamon bun?
Cinnabon. That's
Oh, that's
sticky
a
bun.
stick. Oh, okay.
Okay. So you're calling a cinnamon roll a sticky bun.
Yeah, that's in the sticky bun category
Family?
family.
Okay, okay. Well, if that's the case, then Cinnabon definitely falls into that category. And that is the Lord's doing, and it is marvelous in my
Marvelous.
eyes. Thank you,
Hallelujah.
Lord Jesus. So, okay, so it's National Pancake Day, National Sticky Bun Day, and last but not least, from what I saw, it is National Card Reading Day. So, Ashlyn, what great day for you to read some
She about to
cards
find the car.
than today. Wait, are you looking for one as we speak?
She might
Uh-huh.
have to get up and go in the other room.
Oh, okay. So what does that card say?
This says thank you with a signature. Amen. Amen. You know why? You know why? Because it was a check inside of here.
You talking about check?
Hallelujah. you ain't gotta you ain't gotta say too much in a card. When you
I
send a
can't.
card with a check in it, you ain't got to say nothing. I heard you loud and clear. Hallelujah.
You know what?
That's
I
all of
can't.
my help.
And there
All
will
of
be
my
more.
help. All of my help comes from you, dear Jesus. Okay,
You know
sorry.
what? I
I got
can't.
excited.
Now, not only did I pick out a few national days, but I also picked out a few birthdays today. That since it's Ash's birthday, I picked out a few people that share the same birthday with you.
Mm.
Now, I don't know if you remember, they used to be a part of the Freedom Music Group team, but Dewana Dunn, today is her
Yes.
birthday. Uh,
Oh,
it's also in national news. John Lewis, I know he has passed on. Congressman John Lewis, today would have been his birthday. Director Jordan Peele, today
oh,
is his day. The one that does Get Out and
what? I
Us,
know.
and
Oh, I know who he is. I'm gonna wish
yeah,
him a happy birthday and tell him he need to put me in a movie.
you know what?
I don't know if
Yeah.
I can
So,
scare people, but I could be the one that lays hands on the scary people. I can
oh yeah, yeah,
lay
definitely,
hands.
definitely. Today is also Nina Simone. Today is her
Yes.
birthday as well. And then last but not least, today is Blanket Jackson. Blanket Jackson. We know him, Michael Jackson II.
Hmm,
It is his birthday as well. So
hmm.
now, actually, we haven't done this in a long time, but since it's your birthday, why don't you do what you used to do all the time when we talk about people's birthdays? So, Ashley,
Wow. Well, birthdays are definitely something to celebrate. Birthdays are about creation. Birthdays are about the end of one thing and the beginning of another. Birthdays are about a successful journey because you started as a seed. First of all, you started as a thought in God's heart. And then he created the seed. You go through the gestation period, and then the transition into life happens on your birthday. So it is something to celebrate. We're not celebrating you and the ego and all that stuff. That's one thing, that's fine. But what we are creating today, what we are celebrating today is God's creation of you. And so if today is your birthday, if this month is your birthday, if this year is your birthday, we celebrate you. From all of us here at Freedom Radio, please, 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 ma'am, please, sir, have a blessed and highly favored birthday.
That's awesome stuff. I appreciate you doing that, and I miss you doing that part of the segment. And again, from all of us to you, happy birthday as well. And wait, we haven't done that. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let's. Today is your birthday. What's your Cash App?
Oh, well, praise God. $Ashling Co.
Let's see. $Ashling.
Now, while you're typing that, I'm going to take this opportunity to give a shout out to Shadid Drakeford, who is tuned in. This is my little brother from a bigger community that we're part of called Breathe University under the direction of Dr. Eric Thomas. And we meet every single morning just about to do accountability, talk about our goals and give great tips on, life hacks and how to get organized and how to be your true authentic self. I mean, et cetera, et cetera. So this morning, Shadid put in the private Zoom chat, he was like, "What's your Cash App?" And I ignored him for about 20 minutes. And I was like, because it's not like me to just kind of, I don't jump at that opportunity. But I heard the Holy Ghost say, don't block your blessing. And the blessing to receive is just as important as the blessing to give. So Shadid, little brother, you taught me something this morning. So when Dito asked me my Cash App, I didn't hesitate because you had taught me and reminded me this morning, don't block somebody else's blessing because they've been blessed to be a blessing to you. So thank you.
Awesome stuff. That is awesome stuff. We'll leave that up for a few moments. I have already sown, and
Praise God.
Yeah. So now, do you have any specific plans that you can share, or what's going to be going on today?
Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting season that I'm in because I still am on the back end of surgery that, for those of you that know, February 1st, I went in and had major surgery, and it's been a difficult recovery. I put on a brave face, and I'm somebody that I can fool a lot of people that everything is okay. And for the most part, it is. Like, I'm 90% good because I know that I'm in God's hands. So that 10% of my humanity, my humanness, my flesh that is feeling the pain and discomfort of going through surgery, the recovery process, the healing process, that's the part that I could focus on, but I choose to focus on the 90%, which is the promise that God said, by his stripes, you are healed. And so I think that it's a great reminder that we have we have a pie. We have 90% of it is good and 10% of it is challenging. And we can choose to focus on that 10% and it will appear as if it's the 90%. And so it's definitely a perspective. So today I am resting. I know Jacory and I just talked about going to get pancakes. I am so super down for that. I need you to know that sounds amazing. But tonight I am gathering with a very small, like maybe 6 people, my very, very closest friends, my closest, like the ones that are just, and I have a tradition with these people that we celebrate my birthday together. And so we're going to go out and have fancy Taco Tuesday. I never done that. Taco Tuesday to me is jeans and a t-shirt and a hoodie and a baseball cap and some Converse. But tonight we're going to get dressed up. I'm going to put on a good lash. Okay? Y'all ladies hear me. I'm going to put on a good lash. And we're going to go hang out at a restaurant here in the Bay Area and go have Taco Tuesday. So I am very excited. And somebody has already sown to pay for my dinner tonight. So praise ye the Lord. Hallelujah.
That's good stuff.
that was very wonderful. Thank you.
That's awesome. We're going to celebrate you on our side where we are. We're going to dress up tonight in your honor. Tonight is our first. We've never done this, and don't call us bougie, even though my daughters are. But tonight we are doing our first family red bottom dinner. We're doing our first family
I need
red bottom
details.
dinner.
I need
That's
details. What is that? What is that?
dope.
What does that mean? What does that mean? What's a red
So,
bottom dinner?
so we're all putting on some red bottom shoes. And
Wow.
we're dressing up, and we're going tonight. We're going to a restaurant, Mastro's. We've never been there before, but
Mm.
it is a steakhouse, and we are going out, and it is our first family red bottom dinner. So
Mm.
I'm gonna try to take some photos. I got my camera with me.
Just bring me a peppermint.
A box of matches. We used to say, just bring me a box of matches. Yes.
Yeah,
Come on.
yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so we're going to do something different. So we're as we mentioned, we're out of town for a couple of days. We'll be back sometime tomorrow, but we just want to take a moment, woosah, have some. The ladies have had some retail therapy for real retail therapy. I got to hurry up and get back to work, but it's going to be nice. So we're having our little red bottom dinner tonight. It's going to be awesome. Dressing up.
Wow.
I'm already looking at them. Tomorrow we putting on lashes and they got new perfume, and I got to get back to work.
Oh,
Anyway,
I love that.
so
When I grow up, Dito, I want to be just like you. I do. When I grow up, I want to be just like you, Dito. I have a pair of red bottoms one day. One day I'll elevate my status to red bottom status one day.
well, and you know what? It's a mess when you go into the store and they call you by name when you walk in the store. Dito, uh,
Wow.
hey. Anyway, so let's get ready to bring up our next co-host, and then I've got a question that I must ask. I've been putting this question off for weeks, and I think this is the day that I want to ask this question. Shout out again to the homie Celeste Ford, who is hanging out with us. I believe today she's in the ATL, but glad to have her hanging out with us. And Celeste, you might be able to chime in and give us some information on what we're going to talk about in a moment as well. But let's get ready to bring up our next co-host. How's my volume, y'all? Am I good? Okay. They told me to be quiet earlier. Anyway, let's get ready to bring up our next co-host out in. He'll let us know. Let's bring up the Hallelujah morning man himself, my guy, Demetrius Hunter. Demetrius, man, what is going on? You're muted. You're muted.
And
You're
I'm
muted.
always muted.
There you
Why
go.
do I have to mute? Good morning and hallelujah morning to everybody out there in Freedom Radio Land. Welcome to the show that's for the people, by the people, and I am tardy to the people. Y'all have to forgive me. And happy birthday to Ashling Tara Cole.
Thank you, me.
Yes, happy birthday to you. And I'm excited to be here. Definitely, you could unsee it in me now.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, sir.
Pull me back into the crowd, okay?
Well, that's good stuff, man. Glad to have you hanging out with us,
Hey
man.
Tracy, how are you? What's up, everybody out there? Hello, hello. Yes, today is Ashling's birthday. Wow, Ashling. We gotta upgrade our pictures. I actually do have an updated one.
I was gonna say we could have taken a picture in Atlanta, but
Yeah, I know,
henceforth,
but you were
I
like,
didn't know you were even
you was over
there.
there with the VIP section. You know, the section nobody could get to. We couldn't see the people. They were
Oh
just popping
Lord,
out.
have
We're like,
mercy.
oh my God. Like, I didn't even know Corey Prather was there. I'm like, where you come from? Like,
Right.
like y'all was all over there in the VIP section,
You know what? When
So
you come to California,
I couldn't get
me.
to you.
When you come to California, because I know you're going to be out here eventually, when you come to California, I will make a trip. We'll make it happen for sure. In fact, D Toll is our resident Freedom Radio photographer, but I don't want y'all to think that he's just limited to Freedom Radio. Okay. D Toll
Okay.
is a rising star here in the Bay Area. So if y'all need photos, I don't care what your occasion is. I don't care if it's a birthday. Dito would be taking my photo today if he was in town, but hence I digress. But yeah, weddings, special events, graduation, an engagement. I won't be booking you for that, Dito, but
Are you doing
other
weddings now?
people might be needing to get pictures for an engagement or a wedding or whatever.
Come on, Dito.
You know what? I
I
haven't
didn't know
done
you
a
was
wedding
doing
yet.
weddings and stuff now. I mean, come
I
on.
haven't done a
I
wedding
mean,
yet.
that lens is
That's a whole
clean
lot of
now.
work.
You
But
definitely
you
that
can
lens is
do
getting
it.
clean there, Doc.
But you
I'm not, you
can
know.
do it.
You
That
can.
lens is getting clean, man. I'm like, okay. These last Freedom Radio pictures have really. I said, I'm gonna have to come down there and do me a little shoot. You know.
We have to make it happen. We're gonna make
Yeah,
it
when I'm
happen.
in
So
town, I'm gonna have to go ahead and schedule you because you seem to be off on Tuesdays, but I don't be there that long. I'll never be there that long.
that's funny. I mean, we can make it happen. I mean, you know me, I can always and make sure I need to be where I need to be.
Yeah,
I do it all
of
the time.
course.
Oh
You
So
know,
yes, come on.
yeah,
yeah.
it is all good. Hey, speaking of pictures, you know, I'm a person that I promote anything Bay Area. I want to give a shout out to my guy, Marcus McCauley, who is getting ready to
Yes.
do something that I have never seen done. I love his innovative thinking. He's getting
Yes.
ready to have a photo day.
Yes, I
You can
saw
hit him
that.
up on his website to make your appointments. Listen, Marcus is an incredible photographer.
Incredible.
He's photographed me, of course, Ashling, and so many others. If you need some headshots done right away or something for promotional purposes, don't use an iPhone. Go ahead, book your appointment. If you don't want me to do it, my feelings aren't hurt. Reach out to Marcus McCauley. He will get you straight right away and make things happen. So big shout out to my guy Marcus McCauley from Marcus McCauley Sessions. It
Yeah.
is all
Yes.
good.
My
But y'all,
my
listen,
Sessions.
label, which is my label. I'm signed to Marcus McCauley Sessions. So shout out
it's good stuff.
to the
Yeah,
fans, to the
that's
fan
right.
base.
That's right.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Yeah.
You
Now,
you
you
are.
Ashley, you could not have gave me a better segue. Today, I
I
want
tend
to
to
talk
do
about
that. I
music.
tend to
You,
do
you
that.
do pretty good. You do pretty good. It's evident that the Econoche is over your life. But listen, I have a question. Obviously, we are a radio station,
Mhm.
freedomradio.com, for those of you who did not know. But and we've been in existence almost 12 years. In just a couple months, it'll be 12 years. And I people email me every single day. I probably get song submissions, maybe six to eight or seven or eight every day. And each time I get an email, whether it's from a big time A list artist, B list artist, and I don't know who makes the list, but anyway, no matter who I get the email from, the email always tells me that the song that they're sending me is a hit song.
Mhm.
And every time, I don't care who it's from, it could be from Joe Schmo. He's hitting me up saying, "Play my hit song." My question, my question today is, who determines that a song is a hit song?
We
Detail.
do. I
Oh,
mean,
detail.
Yeah, I want to know
well,
who.
first you got to look at the detail. For one, I'm not going to send you a song and say that it's not a hit. I mean, I'm the artist. Of course, I'm going to say my song is a hit
Facts.
song. That's factual. So you can't. You can't really say they should send you a song and say that it's not a hit or here's just another song. They'll be like, "Yo, this is a fire song, man. This song is blaze." They're gonna boost and pump this song up, no matter how horrible it sounds.
Well,
This is a yeah.
Yeah.
This is a deep, very deep conversation. I'm going. I'll go ahead. I'll go ahead. Is that
go
all
ahead.
right,
Yeah,
Ja'Cory? Is it
go
all
ahead,
right? Is it all
please.
right if
Go right
I?
It's
ahead.
your birthday. It's your birthday.
Oh
Go
my
ahead,
God.
Ash.
Okay, so this was actually very this was an interesting process for me as a recording artist and releasing music because I didn't know the answer to this question. And I thought, well, I think it's a good song. Everybody I play it for thinks it's a good song. The producer thinks it's a good song. My manager thinks it's a good song. The record label seems to think that it's a good song. So if it's a good song, shouldn't it just automatically end up on radio? No, ma'am. No, sir. It doesn't work like that. So there are processes in place where you can take a song, whether it's good or not good, I don't care what it is, but there is this thing called marketing. And us humans have a thing, we're like sheep. We follow the shepherd. And if your shepherd is the marketing team for a brand or an artist or a song, in this case, if you hear it enough times, it will begin to sink in like this is a hit song because you keep hearing it and keep hearing it. And so it's so suggestive that it begins to take hold. And so there are professionals in position of power in the radio world that can take a song at any level and push it, promote it, send it out. They've got connections with all the radio stations. I mean, I'm talking about gospel specifically, because the secular world and radio is a whole nother thing. It's a whole nother thing. Works on the same premise, but it's a whole nother thing. So just specifically for gospel music, you hire. Notice my wording. You hire somebody who is in this position of power and influence in the radio world, and you give them the song, and they spend 3 to 12 months pushing the song. And that's what makes a song a hit song. It's not the content of the song, it's how well it's marketed. And that's just facts.
Okay.
And how much does that cost?
It can cost anywhere from $3,000 to $10,000 a month.
Facts.
Can I get a witness?
Facts. It is facts.
Yeah.
So,
And if you do the low end road, right? You're like, okay, I have $3,000. I have $10,000. Okay, I have $10,000 to put behind this song. So do I want to spend $3,000 a month for maybe a higher end, more seasoned marketing radio manager? Or do I want to spend 6 months paying a little bit less a month and spread it out? So there's so many decisions that go behind. And me personally, I'm just going to be 100% transparent. I didn't do it at all. I was like, I'm not going to pay $10,000 to push the song on radio. And it was partly because it was a bigger investment than what I had at the moment, as far as like, I don't know what the term is, but flexible spending. I don't know. I can't think of the term right now, but like, dividends that I could, that were expendable. I didn't have that sort of money. But if I had, a few six figures in the bank, and $30,000 was not a big deal, or it wasn't a hardship, I definitely would have done that. Thank you, almost bestie, disposable income. Thank you very much. So yeah, that's a tough, and that's why it's great to have a record label. So now I have a record label. Now all of my marketing is in-house. Now MMS Records can take the song that we think is a hit, like everybody that sends their song to you in the email. We've decided it's a hit. Now we go market it, and we gonna make you buy into the fact that it's a hit song. Period.
Interesting. As I mentioned, yes, I literally get emails every single day. I'm so behind because I get so many emails. I'm inundated with so many emails. I'm really about a month behind on songs that people have submitted. Now, here's the thing. I see your hand, Demetrius. Here's the thing, and I didn't believe this when I was just on the artist side, but now being on the radio side, this is true. People who send me an email once or don't follow up or whatever, they'll probably never get their song played because it would just fall into the emails that I saw it. You didn't get a chance to listen to it and whatever. But people who respond back or send me a secondary email, hey, I'm following up. Did you get the song? Anything like that? Those are the people who are more likely going to go, okay, let me go search for this email. Let me search for this song and let me listen to it real quick and see if it meets our criteria. And here's another thing when people send me music. If your artwork is trash, forgive me for that particular verbiage, but if your artwork is trash, I'm not even going to listen to the song. So if your artwork doesn't meet up to what you say is a hit song, I'm not going to listen to it, and it's never going to be played by us. So, Demetrius, man, I saw your hand, man. Go ahead, bro.
No, I'm just going to ask you, like, you actually put them in queue just based off of their email response. Like, do you actually listen to the song and like see how well the song? Because I've been in radio stations where they've gotten songs and I've sat there with them and they listen to the song and they don't listen to the whole song.
True. 30 seconds. I can tell them the
They don't
first
even
30
give you 30
seconds.
seconds. It's more like you got 20 seconds to let me know if this is gonna rock my station or not. If not, boom, they put it to the side.
Yeah. Yeah, I normally give them a good 30 seconds. And if that first 30 seconds is all music intro, then it's not going to get played. So, I mean, radio has really, really changed up. It used to be
Mm-hmm.
your song could be up to 5 minutes long in length. No longer. They're talking about
Got
four
like
minutes and
4 minutes,
under.
30 seconds, right?
Yeah, 4 minutes. Sometimes less than 4 minutes now
If
to
you're
be able to have your song.
if you're a new artist, it's 3.5 minutes. They don't even let you do 4 minutes in some cases, because your new song as a new artist has to take the place of another song. We don't have unlimited space. There's only so many slots in 1 hour. And so if we have a lot of 5 minute songs, we can get fewer songs into that hour, including advertisement or including commercial breaks, right? So a new artist, if a new artist is going to come in and have a run at a song, a 4.5 minute song of a new artist can't take the place of a 4.5 minute song of Kirk Franklin, because what they're looking for is they want people to stay listening. And that's the formula. The formula is this song going to cause people to change the channel? Is this going to cause somebody to turn the radio off? Because that's where the radio stations make their money, from the streaming, constant streaming, constant streaming. How long did this person listen? Did they listen until this song and then they switched? That song has to go, because that stopped the flow of their listening. Now, it might be that you had a meeting, but that's not what they look at. They look at the data, the clear data of how long you've listened to the song. And so there's a whole negotiation that happens. Now, if the person is getting paid to add this song, which is what we're talking about, then they're going to make it a priority. But they still have to shuffle around and decide who's going to go so that you can be in the mix.
Okay, that's good stuff. I like that, and I didn't know every bit of that, but that's good to know because with internet radio it's a little bit different. But with terrestrial radio, I agree. They live in a different domain. They only have a certain amount of slots. True enough, I'm with you. Internet radio is not that stringent, but I may have to change and take on that thought process. Jacory, man, we haven't heard from you, man. So what do you think, man? Who and what determines a hit song?
Well, it's funny because I'm a radio listener, and the thing is, I know that if you put the money behind it, they're going to keep playing it until you like it. So, I've actually had some experience with this because I didn't get a radio promoter for my destiny, but what I have is some relationship that I've been pushing, and it's some work. So I know that the radio promoters have a lot of work in making the hit song the hit song. Because my thing is, if you're producing it, of course it's going to be a hit to you. Or are you going to put any money into it?
Yeah, and listen, I'm telling you, trying to promote a song, trying to promote it. I mean, we don't even try to promote albums no more, but just to try to promote just a single can get very, very expensive. And as I mentioned, I get emails literally every single day, and I'm getting even emails from radio promoters who are pushing bigger names, of course. They're picking the CC Winans and all these type of people. I'm getting those emails as well, and those are the people who are hitting me multiple times. And so, of course, those, not just because I know their name, but because they're reaching out to me multiple times, that is the reason why their artists are getting into rotation, and other artists are not. So, those of you who are a uh, aspiring artist or not a signed artist or a person who's pushing yourself, uh, if you're trying to create these relationships with radio and other places, you have to send more than one email. You got to follow up. Follow up is a big, big key to your success. I know it's tedious, as Jacory just mentioned. It can be tedious, but that's really the only way that you're going to see any type of kickback from that. Go ahead, Ashley, and you're muted, just so you know.
Yeah, and also an artist like CC Winans, for example. And actually, the example that was given to me with what we're talking about is the Clark sisters. Clark sisters, historic. We love them. They are icons in the gospel world, and even in the secular world. Everybody who knows music knows who the Clark sisters are, pretty much, right? They still have to go through the same process when they released their and I can't remember what it's called, but the Good Favor album is what I call it, that came out a few years ago. They had to go through the same process that a new artist would go through by promoting their song. But they've got a record label, they've got the financial backing behind them, and so it's a little easier. They've got those established relationships. Now I believe that the radio stations will set aside X amount of time per hour for the for the record labels that they're in relationship with. Now that's not necessarily said out loud, but that makes sense to me. That's what I would do. If I was in a position, I'd be like, okay, I know I only have 30 slots. I'm going to set aside 5 slots for the record label that that I'm in relationship with, that is paying me to be in relationship with them, right? And so they still had to go through the same process. But because Detoll, you know who the Clark sisters are, you know who CC Winans is, you as the program director will see it and be like, oh, let's put this ahead of everybody. CC Winans got a new song. Oh my goodness, let's listen to put it on. Yeah, put that thing in rotation right now. We ain't gotta listen. We even gotta listen to it, right? And so even though it's going through the same process, once you establish yourself as an artist, now you have credibility, you have a following, you have all the social media backing, because it's not just about radio. And speaking of social media, I don't want you to knock the opportunity that you have as an artist to utilize social media. I
Wow,
mean, we were
wow.
talking about, I
I,
got the
I
Holy
interrupt
Ghost.
you. You do. You know why?
I do.
Because I was
Okay.
just going to put on the screen.
Oh, that's so
Wow.
funny. Now, y'all, we didn't have a conversation about this at
We
all
did
before
not.
this.
We did not.
Wow. So there are artists that have never been on the radio. Toby is one of those artists, and he's a hip hop artist, but he blew up on social media. He wasn't on radio, and now he's doing Nike commercials, and he's doing the NBA, and he's doing, and an affiliation with Dr. Eric Thomas behind him and that whole squad, and so he was able to use that relationship to gain leverage. But it was one video that he did with Sway. Shout out to Sway, who is from the Bay Area. He had one freestyle video with Sway that went viral. And instead of just basking in the feeling of going viral with one video, which so many people do, he capitalized on it. And
Yeah.
he did another video, and then he did another video, and he did another video, and he went viral on viral on viral on viral. And he has now a multi-million following on Instagram, on YouTube, on social media in general. So don't put all your eggs in the radio basket. Definitely, if you're a Bay Area artist, and if you're any artist, gospel artist listening to this, definitely submit your song to Freedom Radio, because we love to support new artists. We love to support the seasoned artists. We want to definitely support you, but don't count yourself out because you haven't gotten picked up by a radio station.
Yeah.
Get to utilizing all the different apps. Follow her handle is at This Is Nikki S. This is NICKYS. Follow her on Instagram, and I'm telling you, she has the keys to the marketing kingdom. You go follow
So,
her, you buy into her course, you subscribe to her channel. She's going to teach you how to blow up on social media. She's incredible.
so this is a great conversation. I want to give a shout out to. I don't mention often people who I look up to. But I want to give a shout out to someone that I do look up to, and that is the great James Mitchell, formerly of the Bay Area, now I believe in Dallas, Texas, or somewhere in Texas is where he abides. Incredible songwriter who was hanging out with us today, and says that this is a great conversation we are having. Thank you, James, man, for hanging out with us again. One of the great songwriters of the Bay Area and of the world. Glad to have him hanging out with us. So yeah, I mean, so that brings us into how important now as an artist. And this was not really what my conversation was going to be today, but since we're here, uh, how important is social media as an artist? Ja'Cory, I want to get your take on this, man. How important is social media? And when you say social media, are we talking Instagram only? Are we talking Facebook? Are
It's
we still
all of
talking
them.
Twitter?
All of them.
I mean, so give me your take on that.
Me and Instagram have a very, very funny relationship, but social media is everything. It takes time. I'm always posting and making a story, but you got to spread all over. You honestly, where I'm at with it, you just have to spread over, but be careful because somebody will come and try to hack you, and you'll think it's over. But I'm still in that rebuilding. But yeah, social media is everything. That's the new cable TV.
I hear you, man. So, we're having this great conversation. Again, this was unplanned. It was not anything that was on my notes. But listen, social media is taking over. For some reason, I still can't get my Instagram numbers up. My Facebook numbers are great. My Twitter numbers are great. But my Instagram, I just can't get it. I'm still in the 3,000 numbers. I don't even have 4,000 followers yet. But uh, I think what's going to have to happen, Ashlyn, you're going to have to do some collaborations with me. I know, we've talked about it, but we got to do some collaborations. And when I mean collab, where we make a post, whether it's me and you together, or we come up with some sort of something, and you post it, and you make me the collaborator. And then, of course, when I accept the collaboration, it shows up on my page as well. Um, you used to be able to post on multiple pages at once. Instagram has changed that. You now have to have a collaborator. So this is great information. I see what you just put up, so I'll put that on the screen. And to, next Ashley, put her actual Instagram in there again, if you will, in the screen on the chat. I will add that as well. But so I mean, what's more important nowadays in terms of social media? Is it the actual post? Is it the hashtags? Or is it the story?
It's the content and the hashtags.
So it's the content and the hashtag.
It's all of it.
And everything that goes with that is like, so everything has to flow. You can't make content about comedy and then your hashtag is about church. Like everything has to flow. It has to stay related to what exactly is going on with the content. If it's music, your hashtag should all be relatable to music. If you want to include the genre, you can. And I think that is very important. One thing that I've learned and I've been doing and noticing that my numbers have been going up is by basically, based on the content that you're sharing and then making sure you're staying in the flow of the content, that your page is clean. So you don't want stuff that's just like all over the place. What is your page? What does your page represent? What is your brand? Like, this is kind of like your brand. For me, it's all about fashion and music. So I try to do anything that's relatable to fashion, anything that's relatable to music. You probably won't see Eddie Murphy on my page. You probably won't see Kevin Hart on my page. Like some of these funny things you probably won't see because that's not what the brand that I'm pushing. And so since I've started doing that recently, I've noticed that my numbers have been increasing because I had to start all over. My numbers have increased, as well as I've had people to even reach out to me to ask me to do some things. I have something coming up really, really big that, to me, I feel really honored to even be a part of. Being able to pay homage to a fashion icon, Andre Talley. So, they're doing a shoot and they asked me to be a part of the shoot and recreate one of his looks. So, that's something like, wow. So, you have to stay true to your content, even if it's on Facebook, whether it's on Instagram, whether it's on Twitter. This is your brand. It's not just social media, but this is your media brand. This is how we see you. So you have to determine how you want us to see you, and you have to stay consistent to that brand. So that's it. And I learned that just by watching people's pages. Like, how are they getting these followers? You go to Ashling's page. How is Ashling getting all these followers? because Ashland is consistent to her brand. She does the perfect thing. She's going to push Ashland Cole music. It's going to be on there. She'll include other gospel stuff. She'll include things like that, but it's all related to gospel and gospel music. And she's including herself in that by letting us know, hey, I'm an artist too. Yeah, thank you for liking that post down here with Kiara. Yes, I loved her. That's why I shared it. But baby, guess what? I'm an artist too. So, that's just how you have to do things. You have to build it. You have to build that. Like they say, we stay on the backs of all these greats. Well, I'm gonna stand on their backs and build. And that's how you do it.
That's good. That's good. Let me jump in here because Michi is right on the money. And it's not kind of about your brand. It's all about your brand. It's all about your brand. And let me give you an example. So you sing and you record and you also do hair and you also do nails on the side and you also sell cookies at your daughter's soccer games. Okay. And so you post about all of these things all the time. We don't know who you are. We just know that you are all over the place. You're not giving me something to attach myself to. I want to have an emotional connection with you. I want to have an interest connection with you. I want to have a mental, emotional, spiritual, financial connection with you, right? I can't have a physical connection with you. We're on social media, right? But I want to have all the other senses stimulated because I'm a human being and human beings need fellowship. And so part of my fellowshipping is going to be to connect with people on social media, right? And so let's say that you decide that you want to pursue doing hair, right? Or let's say you're a personal trainer as well. Okay, well, you're a personal trainer as well, right? Have whatever that one thing is be like the trunk of a tree. Shout out to CJ Kinney for this depiction of this. You want that to be the trunk of the tree, whatever that thing. So for me, I'm a worship leader, right? I'm a worship leader. I'm a gospel recording artist. I have a brand. I have t-shirts. I have merchandise. I do beads, right? It all comes back to being a worshiper, right? So that has to be the trunk of my tree. So every post, everything that I post and that I share has to do with being a worshiper, right? Even if I put my beads, even if I put something that I'm doing an experience, right? It all comes back to the same thing. Well, I also coach, but coaching right now is not the trunk of the tree. That's something that I talk to people about at other times. But if you're not clear, we're not going to be clear. If you're not clear, we're not going to be clear. And we're not going to know why we don't like your post, but we're just going to be, we're going to feel confusion and we're going to be like, we don't want no parts of this. And if you post a hallelujah on Monday and then you posting F-bombs on Tuesday, I'm confused. You're going to get unfollowed. I can't tell you how many times that's happened. A post will come up and it'll be all kind of boom, 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 ta, 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 shots fired. And I'm like, my ear gates, you will be unfollowed because I don't like to be caught by surprise, right? I protect my ear gates. So you got to be clear about who you are and what's your motivation. Are you on here because you want to change lives? Or are you on here because you're trying to hustle up some money? Or like what is your motivation, right? Be very clear about it because Grant Cardone is unapologetically on here for a financial gain. And now he's gotten so much of a financial gain. Now he's going to teach you how to make money as well. So he has taken his success to now give back, and he's going to make money off of teaching you how he made money. And so it's a whole process, but you got to be clear so we can be clear.
That's good stuff. This is all great stuff. And while you were talking, a couple of different things was put on the screen, and I want to go back and just mention it. I want to give a shout out to Sunny Vaughn, who is a new artist, and she says that she literally chimes in every week and takes notes. And she says she wants to thank Freedom Radio for our commitment to having these very informative sessions. Thank you, Sunny. for hanging out with us. Another great person that has been photographed by not only Dito Photography, but also MMS, Marcus McCauley's Session. She's a great, great model and a great mother as well. I just want to give that shout out to Sunny. But Stacey Williams Tucker also chimes in. We were talking about all these different things, and she says she feels like she just needs a social media manager. And so, what does it cost to hire a social media manager? Demetrius, I feel like you want to chime in on that. Go ahead, man.
So lucky for me, my god sister stays with me. She actually does PR management for social media for companies. So that's who I've actually been pulling off of to get all this tea up and share it with you all.
Come on, T.
And so, and she actually is really, really good. Like she's really, really good. So the pricing is all depends on what you want them to do. I think her lowest package, I think, is like 1,100 or something like that.
A month?
A month, yeah. Hold on, I'm trying to see what all comes with that. So what it includes is like post, how many times a week she's going to post for you. Basically, it's running your page. Hold on, what did I do with her prices?
Where she get the content from? I have to provide her the content?
So no, she creates content. Like she creates content. She takes pictures. Those pictures that you've seen of me sitting in the bubble in my living room, that chair that's actually in my house. That's actually in my house. She actually took those pictures. So some people like, where'd you get those done at? That's sitting in my house. It's in my living room. So, but she's a content creator and she does things. So, I'm like, well, hey, I'll come out, be ready to step out. And she's like, okay, I see you, brother. You look good. I'm like, okay, well, pull out the camera. Let's get this going. You need some content for your portfolio, win-win here. So, but she's a content creator. She creates content. She creates videos, live footages, photos, and then she posts this stuff like throughout the week. So the first package is $1,100. They get it's for one social media platform. They get 4 post feeds, 12 Instagram stories, 2 live videos, caption writing, hashtag research, and 10 hours of engagement weekly report. So, that's one package for $1,100. The other one for $1,300 is you get 2 social media platforms, 12 feeds, 24 stories, 4 live videos, caption writing, hashtag, 15 hours of engagement. So it's all about, like she was telling me, it's all about the hours of engagement that you put in, the content that you put it in, the clean thing. Like she literally sat there and was like, okay, you need to take this off your page. You need to take this, like you need to clean up your page and let me know who you are. Like, what do you stand for? Like if it's music and fashion, you can do those both at the same time because they kind of go both hand in hand. Just like Ashling was saying, if you do hair and you do nails, and then you also sing on the side too. Like
and you sell life insurance as well. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you sell life insurance. I don't want to see you singing, doing hair. Let me go find you when I need you to do my hair or my nails. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I'm looking for you to sing, and I won't have to scroll through 25 posts just to hear a song because you got everything else going on.
Let me just chime in real quick because I know we're running out of time. I really, really want to encourage you all to follow Nikki Saunders. I really, really look, this is not, she doesn't pay me to say this. I'm telling you this because of how she has helped me to take my social media presence to the next level. And Almost Bestie said, that's $1,100 a month is a lot for a home-based business. Yes, it is. And guess what? An hour or two a week, you can create content and you can create engaging content. There's a formula. And I'm telling you, y'all go find Nikki Saunders. This is Nikki S on Instagram. And you can type her name in here, NICKY on Facebook. Take her course and you will learn how to be your own social media manager. Now, definitely, if you're a larger scale and you've got the funds to do it, hire somebody to do that. But how exciting would it be for you to learn how to be your own social media manager, which is what I've learned how to do. I had a love-hate relationship with social media, and now I actually appreciate it because I know how to utilize it. Go follow her.
You're muted, Dito. Dito, you're muted.
My fault. I got a lot going on. So yeah, hey, this has been a great conversation. I'm glad that that the Lord led us. This had to have been the Lord because this is what this was not what I was going to talk about. But things this took off in a different direction, and this is what happens. And so it's all good now. And I'm with you. The consistency is key. And forgive me for messing up the word, but consistency it is key. And I'm definitely going to follow her. And I see that Stacy says she's going to follow her. I'm going to do
She
the same
goes
thing.
live almost every day.
Well, I'm getting ready to follow her. As soon as we get done in the next 30 seconds, that's going to be the first thing I do is go and follow this person and see what I can find out to grow my Instagram. So listen, this has been a great conversation. Happy birthday again to you, Ashling. I hope that the rest of the day is amazing. Next week sounds like we'll be doing the same thing for Jacory. I think his birthday is the first, and next week is the 28th. But it'll just be the pre-birthday for Jacory, and we'll just make it happen. Listen, the day has been amazing. It is time for us to go. We're not out of time, and we're not out of conversation. We're literally out of time. So I'm going to let everything that we just talked about be a great closing comment and a final thought. Consistency is the key to your victory on social media. Consistency is the key to your victory on social media.
Message.
Yep. Yeah, what was that? Who did that? Wayans Brothers. Till the next time, y'all, on this same Shop Talk Network at this same Shop Talk time. My name is Demetrius Tofree. You can join me this Saturday. I'll be in Stockton for the Gospel Fest, and we look forward to having a great rest of the week. To the next time, y'all know how I do. Ikono Ashate. To the next time on this same Shop Talk Network at this same Shop Talk time, you can help me say it. It's good. Ow.
How